So first off, thank you, official team UIX. Let's give a big shout out to these guys. They'll also be linked in the description below. Thank you guys for making this wonderful, awesome program that you guys have all done. They've done a fantastic job at doing all the cool stuff for the Xbox scene. You know, they've made the awesome, amazing UIX Lite Dashboard. It's very awesome. Has a lot of cool functionality. Works on hard mod and soft modded consoles. So we gotta, again, thank you guys. You guys did a great job. All credits go to them for this. The link for all this will be below, as I said earlier. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is explain it just real quickly, and then I'll show you guys how to set it up. If you watched my recent video on the shortcuts, on how to make shortcuts for OG Xbox dashboard or whatever, go ahead and skip to the next part on this video. And if you haven't made a shortcut yet, then we'll go ahead and show you how to do that. So basically there's two ways you can get your Discord presence to show up that you're playing your game. You can do it via this method right here, where you make a shortcut, you throw it on your Xbox, and then every time you launch that specific game, it'll show that specific game that you're playing, which is what we're going to show in the first part of this video. The second part is where if you have the dashboard for UIX Lite, I'll just be showing you how you set it up once you're in that dashboard. Unfortunately, in this video, I will not be showing you how to install UIX Lite Dashboard, but I will be showing you how to do it if you already have that dashboard. Now, if you would like to install the UIX Lite Dashboard, all you do is go to their page here, the UIX Lite page, and you can see how to install all of that by coming to this page, and this will kind of explain it. This will link you to it. So that's kind of that'll lead you there. But in this case, we're just going to be showing you the Discord presence part. If you already have the dashboard, or if you don't have the dashboard, that's what we're covering today in the video. So sorry if you thought that this was going to show you that, but we are not covering that part in this video. But what we are covering is the how-to on part 1 here. So here we go. All you do is come up here to this GitHub page, which is in the link below. You click this green code button here and just download the zip for this. The zip will look like this. It'll be called Xbox Discord Rich Presence main.zip. So go ahead and download that. I've already downloaded it, so I'll be kind of skipping that part. So go ahead and grab that part, and then we'll go ahead and we'll continue here. Alright, so let's say you've downloaded it. It's a pretty quick download, doesn't take that long. It's only about 8.3 megabytes. All you do here is right click and extract it. I have 7 zips, so I'm just hovering over there and just extract it to your desktop. Then that little folder will pop up, and there we go. Now once you go inside of it, it's gonna look like this. And then we're going to go ahead and go into shortcut relay XBE. We're going to go into release, and these are the 2 files that you need on your Xbox in order for this to work for each game. Now, before you put them on your Xbox, you're going to want to go into this INI file right here. You can open it with any notepad, or any notepad will work. I use ++, but that's just me. And what you're going to want to do is, like in my last video, you're going to want to point the XBE that launches the game in the drive letter that the game is in, the folder that it's in, the name of the game folder on your hard drive, and then of course the XBE that launches it. That's what this does, right? So that's what you have to do. You have to point it to that specific game, because again, this first part is just, this tutorial video is for this Discord presence for each game, for one specific game. Now you can rinse and repeat and do it for several games if you play more than one, which a lot of people do. But if you have UIX Lite, you don't have to do this method, and we'll get to that later. But anyways, so point it to that game. and then we'll move on to the next part here. And the next part is just to get your IP address and the RelayPort set up on the PC in this file first. Now, what I mean by that is you're just going to have to pull up your command prompt and copy your IPv4 to this line. This is like the number this is the IP it'll come with standard, but you're going to basically change these last 3 digits or whatever it is to match your IPv4, and I'll show you how to do that real quick. Alright, so what you're going to do is, to get this IP address here, is you're going to go ahead and hit search on your Windows or whatever and type in CMD and go ahead and run that. And then once you run it, you're going to come over here and you're going to type in ipconfig, all in one word, and you're going to hit enter. Now, for the sake of the purpose of this video, I have kind of blocked off my numbers here, but it's going to be this one right here. Once you hit ipconfig, it's going to be your IPv4 address. So copy that address into this text file right here. Copy your IPv4 in there. All right. And then on this next part, you're going to change this relay port from 1103 to 1101. And then you're going to hit File and then Save. Now, when all is said and done as far as editing, yours will probably look something like this. Because again, for the example, we're doing PGR2, not Halo 2 like I showed you couple clips ago, but this is actually PGR2, just to correct everybody, or just to correct the video here. But anyways, it might look something like this. It'll have 1101, the IP like we talked about, and then it'll have the correct path. And so when you go to FileZilla to double check, all you do is go to where your games are at. So in my case, F, and then that's where all my games are on my hard drive. I go to Games, I go to P, and then scroll down and I have PGR2, and I know that my regular PGR2, I know that it's just PGR2 and the PGR are capped, so I know that spelling is good. So if I go back to here, right here, I know that that is perfect and that will work. So as long as you get that name of that folder and the correct partition letter and the correct folder path, you will be fine. That's how this works. If none of that matches up, this won't work. So that's just an example on, again, how to show you that on FileZilla that the name of the folder has to match that part. Okay, so on this part, back on your Xbox, all you're going to do is go to your System button, go to File Explorer, go to where the games are installed on your hard drive. So for me, it's F. That's where I keep my games at. And go ahead and select that F. And we're going to be using the homebrew folder for all of this. Just because the homebrew folder, as you can see, on most people's soft mods or hard mods, most people's dashboards, it's right in the front. And that's what's cool about these homebrew shortcuts that we're about to make. And so that's why you're going to want to do it in homebrew. For one, because we don't really use it that much, so we might as well use it for this. And for two, it's just easier to select it there than rather than go to System and then File Explorer and then so on and so on. So anyways, back to this point, go into Homebrew folder. If you don't have one, just make one in the same partition that your games are in. So just, if you don't have one here, just press Start on your controller and then New Folder, and then name it Homebrew, capital H, all one word. And then go ahead and go into it, and whatever game, for example, let's just say PGR2, whatever game it is that you're going to be wanting to shortcut and show that you're playing, you're going to want to make a folder and name it PGR2. Let's say we're doing Project Gotham Racing 2, right? So that's what we name it for short. And then all you're doing is you're going to go into that folder, and you're going to FTP the two files we just showed you on the PC, the default XPE here and the shortcut .ini that you just modified, and you're going to FTP them over to these two spots. So that's the next part that you're going to be doing. Okay, so now that you've gotten this part done with the shortcut, and you've moved these two files into that homebrew folder of the game, like we showed you on the other part, you're done with these two for now because they're already on your Xbox. So what you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to just go up one arrow again, and go into this folder now called xbdstats-go. Go ahead and go into that. Go into release, and you're going to see this program right here. It's a Windows application. It's a runtime program. Anyways, this is the program that you're going to run every time you launch the desired game that we just made the shortcut for. You have to run this every time, and it has to be on the same computer that your Discord is logged into. We're not doing it for a server setup because you can do it other ways. We're not doing it that way. We're doing it hence the 1101 WebSocket, which basically means that it's telling Discord that you're launching that game. And in order for that to work properly, make sure it's on the same computer that your Discord is logged into. And then once Discord's running, all you do is before you launch the game every time, just double click this program right here. It'll look like something like this. And once you see this running, it'll be blank like this for a bit. And then go launch your game. Now when you launch your game, this program right here will display some data. It'll basically tell you that you're running PGR2, and I'll show you that here in a second. So yeah, once that program is running, that XBD stats, you're just going to go to the homebrew button here, where you've set up your shortcut for all this properly, and then you're going to choose the game you just did. Now once you click this, the data back in the program will show you that it's running the game like I just said, and I'll show you that here in just a sec. And this is what it'll look like when you first launch it. Now you'll just click A like you normally do on a game. It's going to say loading PGR2 because that's the game that we just set up. Now keep in mind, this does take a while to launch because you're launching the game through a shortcut with the default XPE. And as you can see, it launched there. If you go back to your computer, go back here, you'll see now that the program here is running Project Gotham Racing 2. And if we look at our Discord button down here, you'll see right there, if you click on it, that I'm playing Xbox and I'm playing Project Gotham Racing 2. And there you go. Also, when people see it on Discord, this is what it'll look like on their screen. It'll just say playing Xbox, but if they click on you, they'll see what game you're playing and the icon. And that, my friends, is how you do this. That is how this runs. That is how it's done. Alright, welcome to the skip. That's right. If you saw the previous video on how to make the shortcuts for your OG Xbox, this skip is for you. So, all you're going to really do is you're going to power up your Xbox and open FileZilla. Once you have done so, go ahead and connect FileZilla to your Xbox, and then it'll probably look something like this. Make sure you're on desktop on the left here, and then go ahead and go to whatever partition letter your games and homebrew is on from the last video, and then go into your homebrew video. And for this demonstration, we're going to use Protopack because it was the previous shortcut installation from the video, and so it'll just be quicker this way just to show you, and then you can do the rest on your own. But anyways, go into Protopack, highlight shortcut.ini, and we're just going to go ahead and drag that from the right over to the left right here to your desktop, and that's all you're doing for this part. Once it drags over. It won't take very long. It's a small file. It'll look something like this on your desktop. Once it's on your desktop, right-click it, edit with Notepad, and then it'll look something like this from before. And all we're adding is 2 lines to this. So hit enter first, go down to the description of the video in the YouTube under the links, and copy these 2 lines that I have put in the description. So you're going to copy these, and you're going to paste them just like that, Control V, or just paste them, by right-clicking and hit paste, whatever way you want to do it. And then the next part, you're going to make sure that this IP right here, this IP address, matches the one on your PC that your Discord is also going to always run on. So that's right. Just as a disclaimer, as I mentioned in the previous part of this video, Discord is going to always have to be, or this program, this Relay program, is always going to have to run on the same computer that your Discord's running on. But anyways, the next part is really simple. You're just going to change this IP to the one on your PC that says IPv4. So just go ahead and hit search, type in CMD, and open your command prompt. We're going to type in ipconfig, all one word, and we're going to hit enter. And for the sake of this video, I have covered up my actual IPv4, but it'll be this line right here that I've highlighted. It'll be that IPv4 address, sorry, IPv4. So once you copy that specific number into this part right here, make sure the bottom part here says 1101. That's the relay port you need for WebSocket for your PC. Save it, and then once you're done saving it, you're going to continue by putting it back on your Xbox. So once it's been saved, just go ahead and go here, right-click this, hit refresh. Look for that shortcut.ini wherever it's at, and drag it from the left to the right and update it. That's all you gotta do. So just update it that way, and then it's up to date, and now it will have all 4 lines in there on your Xbox. And you just want to do that for each of these games that are in here that you have for the shortcut. You just want to kind of copy it one by one. Since it's already open, all you got to do is the same thing. Once you've highlighted the next one up, if you've done the K-Pack like I have, you just do the same thing. You just copy it over, drag it, PGR2, copy it over, drag it, same thing, and then you're done. And then on the next part, you're just going to go ahead and go down to System on your Xbox here. You're going to go to File Explorer. You're going to go to the same partition drive letter that your Homebrew endgames are on. You're going to go into Homebrew, and you're just going to double check real quick. You're just going to go into Protopack. You're going to go into shortcut.ini. And once you double click into it, it'll look something like this. It'll have all 4 lines, so just make sure you guys double check that. And then go ahead and back out to all this. And then to test it, all you do is go to Homebrew, and you're going to launch it like normal. But before you do, we're going to show you the PC part. So you're done with the Xbox part for now. But there's one last step we got to show you guys, and that's what I've already shown you on the previous part of this video, but I'll just show you guys real quick one more time. So now that you've done that Xbox part and double checked it and everything, all you do now is go to the description below, go to the links, and download this folder, the Xbox Discord Rich Presence, the main. Download that from the link there, and then once it's downloaded, extract it and put it wherever you want on your computer, just wherever you want to put it. Doesn't have to be the desktop, but this is just for the demonstration. And then go into that folder, and you're gonna want to go into XBD Stats go into Release, and this program right here, as I mentioned in the previous part of this video for the other half, is the program that you launch every time that you play that game. on your Xbox. So you launch this first on your PC, and again, this has to be on the same PC as your Discord, like I mentioned earlier, but you just double click this and it'll look something like this. And when it's running, it'll just look like this, but when you run the game, it'll start to show that the game's running in this box, but that doesn't really matter, but it does if you're testing it. So go ahead and run this, okay? Run this on your PC, and then launch the game. So we're gonna do one more demo of that. So now that I have that program running right now on my PC, I'm just gonna come back here to the Xbox where we left off, and you're just gonna launch that game. Okay, so we're gonna launch it right now. Now, as I said in all the videos before, and as you already know, the shortcut does take a little bit longer. And as you can see, we'll go back to the PC now that it's running right now. We'll go back to the PC once the game's running, and you can now see once again that PGR2 is running. And if you click your Discord, guess what, guys? It says playing Xbox Project Gotham Racing 2, and look at that. If you look over here at this right pane, this is what everybody will see. They'll see that you're playing Xbox, and then if they click you, it'll say Project Gotham Racing 2, and there you have it, guys. That is it. That's all there is to this, boys. Good luck to everybody. I hope this video has helped. Remember, you have to do this for each game. Just rinse and repeat from my tutorial here, and you are good to go. Now, on the next part of this video, we're going to show the third method, which is if you are running the UIX Lite Dashboard. So that's the next part, so let's go ahead and move on. If you're not running that dashboard, then you're good to go, and have fun, guys. Alright, so for the third part of this video, for the UIX Lite Dashboard users, this part is really easy. For all of you that are running the UIX Lite Dashboard, we're going to be showing you how to do is how to get this Discord presence set up and running on that dashboard. So to go ahead and get started, you're going to want to go to the link in the description below and download this Xbox Discord Rich Presence main file. Once you download it, put it on your desktop. Once it's on your desktop, extract it. Now, when you extract it, you don't have to necessarily extract it to your desktop. Put it wherever you want on your computer, because this will have to always be on your computer. So put it wherever, and then you can get rid of the zip. Once you download the folder, or once you have it where you want on your computer, go into it, and go into XBD Stats Go into Release, and you're going to want to run this. You're going to want to double click this exe every time you have the dashboard running. Every time you turn on your Xbox and this UIX dashboard is running. So just make sure that's running every time. Make sure it's also on the same computer as your Discord is, and it'll look something like this when you launch it. Okay, and as long as this is running right here and you have the UIX Lite Dashboard, you are good to go. Okay, so launch that before you turn on your Xbox, and you're pretty much good. All right, and we'll show you how to set it up on your dashboard after this. All right, so once you are on UIX Lite Dashboard, it'll look something like this, and you already have that program running on your PC, the one that's the same as your Discord is on. Go ahead and go down to Settings here. Go down to go into UIX Settings here. Go into Discord Presence, and it'll look something like this. If that says false, make it say true, and then just go into IP address here and change this to the one that's on your computer via the IPv4, and then you're going to change your Xbox stats port to relay to 1101, like so. Okay, and that's how you do this part. To get that IP address, all you have to do is go back to your computer and run command prompt, and I'll show you that here in a second. So just go back to your PC and go ahead and just search up CMD and hit open. Go ahead and type in IP config, all one word, and then hit enter. And for the sake of the purpose of this video, I have blocked my IPv4 address, but in your case, just go to the one that's highlighted here, IPv4, copy that exact number into your Xbox under this Discord presence setting. So we're going to go ahead and go back and we're going to copy that. So make sure that this number right here matches that IPv4, okay? Now, once the IP matches the IPv4 from your PC and you have the relay port here down to 1101, go ahead and hit back one more time, and then hit back again. Now, it might ask you when you first hit back, it'll say you need to reload in order for this to save. Go ahead and hit yes and reload your dashboard. Now, all you do here, once all your settings are set up on the dashboard and they're all good to go, is anytime you want to run the Discord presence and let everybody know what game you're playing on your Xbox, you just go into the folder wherever you put it on your PC, you double click this, and it'll look something like this once again. And then once you see this program running, this is the program that you have to have running every time when you are on the UIX dashboard. But as long as this is running on the same PC again as your Discord, all you have to do now is go back to your UIX dashboard and run whatever game you want. And once you're back on the dashboard here and you have the program running on your PC, all you do is go to launcher here. And this is what's cool about the UIX Lite Dashboard, is when you go to launcher and you go to where your games are at, and you have the program running on your PC, any of these games that you choose that are on your hard drive, it'll automatically detect because of how it is designed. And that is what's awesome about this. So like, for example, if I launch ATV Quad Power Racing 2 on here, and I already have the program running on my PC, so let's just give it a second. So as you can see, it's running right there. And so now if we switch back, if you see that we switch back to the PC here, you can see in the client window of XBD stats that it is running ATV Quad Power Racing 2. So it knows. And then if you click on your Discord to double check, as you can see here, if we click on ourselves, it says I'm playing Xbox ATV Quad Power Racing 2. And same thing over here. When people see you, they'll see that you're playing Xbox and, of course, ATV Quad Power Racing 2. So there you go. Now, for some reason, it doesn't have an icon, but normally in all your other games will. But this one just, I don't know, for some reason it doesn't. But there you guys go. That's how you set all this up if you have the dashboard. And I hope this video has helped a lot of people. And good luck, guys, and everybody have fun. Now, for the final part of this video, the very last part, it's just an extra little step. If you guys have noticed in the video, you've probably seen me click this thing down here on the taskbar, and I haven't really been double clicking like I said. The reason for that is because I have a custom shortcut right here, a custom icon file that I've made for this program. Now, if you guys want to do that, I will include this icon file as a separate download in the description below. And once you guys have this file, this icon file from the download, if you guys want a cool one like this, I've already made one for you. So just download that, and then once you find your folder where the exe was at, like I've explained in all 3 parts of this video, all you do is right click it, show more options, and create a shortcut. That's right, guys, just create a shortcut. Okay, once you create that shortcut, all you have to do is right click it, And obviously after you've downloaded the icon file, right click that shortcut, show more options, properties, click change icon right here, guys. This will pop up, just ignore it. And then you're going to browse to where you downloaded that icon. In this case, I have it in my downloads folder. And then you just hit open. It'll pop up like that. You hit OK, and then you hit apply, and it will start to look like this. And that is how you make it look cool. Now, if you want to pin it to your taskbar, that's also really easy. You can just right click this right here, show more options, and you can hit pin to taskbar. Or you can do that on the shortcut you made with the custom icon. And once it's on your taskbar, you can single click, or you can just double click once you've made the shortcut on your desktop. Once the shortcut has been made, you just drag it to wherever you want, and it just makes it easier to where you don't have to open the folder every time. So you'll have a shortcut to it, and it'll work. So if you guys want that icon, it's at the bottom of the links as well. So I know this has been a long video. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope everybody in the Insignia and OG Xbox community is having a great time. Thanks for tuning in. This has been another video about Audio J, and GG's.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Dude, this is nuts. Look at this. Look at my stream. This is sucks. I'm gonna.
That was good. Alright, let's do it.
First one.
And that's like
So it's all the old, yeah, nothing. It's like a fan-made 4K amazing thing that I'm supposed to get.
Oh, Tim.
I'm out.
Dude, he went out of the map. Yes.
I'm out.
He went out of the map.
Oh my God.
Dude, he did it.